Hello, call my name's Lulu. Now, I will explain about the lesson plan I choose. Simple present tense. In learning English, we need to understand how the language structure, or often called grammar, has many different with our language. The different lists in the time of event, for example, today's event, yesterday's event, even some time ago, even they are happening, even that will happen, and etc. The time was called tenses. There are at least 16 types of tenses in English. One of them is the simple present tense that we will discuss in my lesson plan. The first lesson plan is warm up. First of all, before starting the lesson, there are something that the teacher must do as a warm up before entering the subject matters. The teacher greets students to ask their situation as a form of teacher concern. Then, the teacher checks who is present in class today and who is not present to fill class attendance. This is done to find out how actively students attend lesson in class. Then, the teacher invites students to flashback to the lesson they learned last week. This is very good for simulating the student brain to repeat the memory that he has used to recall the lesson that have been missed before students receive new material. The next is teaching contents. The teacher explained about today's discussion. That is simple present tense. The teacher explained the meaning, formula, and example of simple present tense. Now, simple present tense is one form of sentence which states a habit, fact, or event that is happening now. Usually, this verb form is often used in English. This simple present tense is formed based on verb 1 as well as is, on, and are. So, what is verb 1? Verb 1 is a bare infinitive that has the addition of s or es. For example, want, goes, and does. Then, the teacher shows the formula of simple present tense, positive, negative, and interrogative, along with example on the board. Now, for positive sentence, the formula is subject plus verb 1 plus es or s plus object. For example, Susan helped her aunt in aunt's flower shop. In negative sentence, the formula is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb 1 plus object. For example, Susan do not help her aunt in aunt's flower shop. For interrogative sentence, the formula is do or does plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. For example, does Susan help her aunt in aunt's flower shop? After that, so student can understand more, the teacher tells student to look up for other example and then write them on the board. The next is practice. After explaining in detail the simple present tense material, then the teacher gives question or assignment to students to work on the problem in the textbook. That's where students will practice using these tenses, while the teacher will giving a little more simple explanation as direction so that students more easily do the task. And then application. Teacher will give final assessment to student and student must complete the assessment individually. The assessment is all about simple present tense. Student may ask the teacher about something that is not understood. The teacher notes that student must complete the task before the teacher leaves the class, and all paper must be collected during the cell hours. And in this final assessment, the teacher gives three types of question. The first is multiple choice. The first type is the easiest type because in this problem, student can choose one of the answer that have been listed choices A, B, C, or D. And then the second type is to fill in the gap in the problem section, to find to B. This type is still fairly easy, but not as easy as the first type because in the problem there is no reference to the answer choices A, B, C, or D. And the last type is a very difficult type, namely changing sentence from positive to negative and interrogative. Said to be difficult because this type is different from the first and second type, which must change a sentence. It means students must understand the formula. Okay, I think that's all for me. Thank you.